Hello, I wanted to give a quick flyby on the new version of Google Calendar. This version of Google Calendar will be forced on all accounts, and at some point in time in February of 2018, the old version of Calendar will no longer be accessible. Right now, on the old version, there might be a switch to new Calendar version, and you still have the capability of switching back to the classic Calendar if you would like to. But I want to give a quick flyby on some of the differences. It's mostly just cosmetic, and there are a few different functional differences. So I'm just going to talk about those quick. Your buttons still work the same as far as being able to turn calendars on and off and see those events. The events are much clearer than they were in the past as far as being able to see them. And then you also have this capability of popping out the main menu and being able to just view the calendar alone. So that way it makes it a little more visually appealing as far as if you're searching for dates and whatnot. Some other visual differences is just the location of where buttons are, like the next month option. You can click on the today button, it'll take you right to today's date. Some other options are the search option. You no longer have a bar at the top. You have to click on the search option first, and then you're able to search your events. And then you can also break them down into what calendars or keywords, and you're able to break those down in your search, just like you could in the past. But the menu is a little more hidden as far as where it is. In the past, you used to be able to switch between day, month, and week and whatnot from a series of buttons at the top. Now it's a drop down, and then they also give you the nice visual cues that lets you know what the keyboard commands are for these calendars. So if I hit D or W or M, I'm able to see those types of calendars very quickly. And those existed in the old calendar, but you had to find those somewhere in the settings as far as knowing what the calendars or shortcuts were for Google Calendar. Some other options as far as your settings and whatnot, you're able to get into your settings straight from this menu. The settings do look very different than they did in the past, so you'll want to explore those. But you're able to quickly switch to these settings through this quick launcher and be able to get to maybe something specific instead of just scrolling through the entire set of settings. I'm going to go back. Events are different. In the past, creating an event was at the top over here. Now it's down on the bottom right. You can create an event and it'll pop open with a screen that's very similar to the old version of Google Calendar, but there are some little differences as far as where things are located. You're still able to add a title to an event, and you're able to add a location if need be. And then you can also add conferencing. I think in the past it said add joining info, and I'll hit Hangouts Meet, and you're able to add those details. And when I click on View Details, I can see the specific link for that Meet session, and I'm able to attend it. You can still add notifications. You can still do so by email, SMS, or just a notification that appears on your screen, and you can adjust the minutes, hours, days. And then you can also add multiple notifications if need be. That was in the old version as well. You're still able to select which calendar, but the button is just in a different place. You can still select an event color if you'd like to. Before in the past, it was a long bar with lots of different options. And then you can still add guests over here by punching in someone's email address like so. And then you can also do a suggested times option, and that allows you to see what options are available on everyone's calendar. You can allow it that the guests can modify the event, invite others, see guest lists. This was all the same on the old calendar. And one major difference, though, is just the location of the attachments feature. In the past, the description box was above and then the attachments feature was below. And in this description box, you actually have some formatting tools where in the past you did not. And so now you have the capability of just clicking on a button to choose bold, italicize, underline, or a bulleted list if you need be. And you can also add links. So if I wanted a link to a website, I would highlight the text and I would hit the link option and I would put in the address and hit OK. Now that's attached. I can also still add attachments. They're just located here, and you're able to select from your drive or upload just like you could in the past. So I'm going to go ahead and select this option, and now it's attached. If you want to choose to delete it, in the past, it used to be a discard button. Now the option to cancel the event is located over here on the left. So I'll go ahead and cancel that event. Something else that's really starting to change as far as the new version of Calendar is much more integrated with the reminders than the old version. I think they're gradually moving away from tasks and moving into reminders more and more. And so when I single click on an event or a day, I should say, have the capable of adding the title here. I can set a reminder instead of an event, and that allows it so that way I only see that reminder. I can pick when that reminder should pop up. And so I'll say it needs to happen at 11 tomorrow, and I can save that. And now it appears as a reminder. And so if I complete that task or that reminder, then I'm able to click on it and hit mark as done. What's also fantastic is that these reminders still integrate with Google Keep. So if I take a note and I need to remember something important, I can still select the reminder option and choose when I want to do it and hit done. Now in Google Calendar, that reminder appears here. I'm able to mark it as done, but I can also view the related note right here within Google Keep. So I can get to that quickly. If I'm finished with the reminder, I hit mark as done. Okay, and that's a quick flyby of the new version of Google Calendars and also talking a little bit about the classic calendars, some of the visual differences between them. But either way, I really like the new version. I think it's a fantastic new look, and I hope that you enjoy it.